Well, everything rises and falls on leadership. You're going to hear a lot about leadership. There's two things that we need in this state. Number one is leadership, but number two is a plan. What I'd like to introduce for you tonight, very briefly, are the three cornerstones of the leadership that I would bring to the executive office in Pierre. First cornerstone is fiscal leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, we've spent the last 7 years with structural deficits. We have been spending reserves since 2004. Approximately $170 million of your property tax reserve has went towards ongoing expenses. Over $250 million total in reserves has went towards operating expenses. We have to shore the budget up now. When I was elected 8 years ago in the city of Brookings, we faced exactly the same scenario. We were in a recession and we had a structural deficit. We had to make the hard decisions. We were forced with either spending reserves or changing the way that we did business. And we changed the way that we did business. We prioritized our budget. We instituted benchmarks and performance measuring, budgeting for outcomes, basically making the hard decisions. For the last 5 years, the city of Brookings has had significant surplus budgets that have allowed for us to make the investments that we need to be in a position of strength, investments in our airport and railroad and such. Ladies and gentlemen, number one is fiscal leadership. We have to get this state back into a position of financial strength. Number two, strategic leadership. We have 1/3 of the communities in this state growing, 2/3 are declining. I would propose to you that we need a fresh approach and strategy to this state, an economic strategy that works for the whole state. 16 of our communities are 5,000 or more. That leaves 294 communities 5,000 or less. We have to have a strategy for every community that plugs into this state. And number three, political leadership. We're Republican for a reason. And that reason is based on principles that we can carry through and resonate in a plan that provides solutions for this state. My time is up. My name is Scott Munsterman. I'm prepared to be your next governor. I've spent the last 2 years preparing, and I'm prepared to bring that type of leadership, a fresh approach, that we can grow this whole state. I look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you.